Meditations on YouTube. I was just saying, Grand Rising YouTubers, if you are listening and watching to this meditation, please give it a like, please comment, please subscribe. And also, I'm really behind on the meditation, so I will be posting those. We are live on TikTok and Zoom if you want to catch us in real time, even though time is not even real, but you know what I mean. All right, I'm going to go right into the telepathy test today. So for the old people, new people here, we're going to do a telepathy test. We are not going to stop the meditation. We are going to go right into the telepathy and intuition test. All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and close our eyes. Put your palms down or up, whatever you feel like doing today. One up, one down, hand on your heart, hand on your belly. And let's go ahead and get into that space now. Beginning of this meditation is just as important as the middle and the end. In this beginning part, this is where we clear out our minds, activating that crystalline tube, that chi. I don't know where some of you are, but for some of us, this is the beginning of our morning. I know a couple of people on here are in Ireland and England. This is the beginning of their afternoon. This is how you start your practice. The whole purpose of this practice is to quiet our mind, relax our bodies, release our egos. When we were little eggs, not even existing yet, before we came down, we chose. We chose our parents. We chose our siblings or the lack thereof. We chose our children or the lack thereof. We chose our friends for a season, a reason, a lifetime. We chose our significant others. We chose our heartaches and our wins. We made all these choices, and none of it is set in stone. We made these choices for ourselves, for our soul to grow, to evolve way past just this one lifetime. We are very, very knowledgeable on many things. We know how to astral travel. We know telepathy. We know intuition. We know the ultimate vibration of love. When we become human, when we pass that threshold, when we leave that dimension and enter this one through our mother's wombs, everything is erased. Everything is set back to zero. But throughout each life, we all have the opportunities. We all have moments, crossroads, invitations to remember. Just because it's erased and we're set back to zero does not mean that it is completely gone. It is just erased from your current memory. But it's in your hard drive. Oh, it's up in that cloud. And you can retrieve it. We remember who we are. We don't always make that choice because that's what we wanted to experience in that life. There is no right. There is no wrong. There is no good. There is no bad. You are just simply here experiencing what it's like to be human and what this particular human wanted to experience. It just is. When you remember who you are, what you have done, who you have been in the past, knowing that there's so much more in the future. There are things going on as we speak in other timelines. Your badasses out there living other lives, elevating, shifting, evolving. Give yourself a big pat on the back. Not all of us choose to do this. Aliens are just that. Aliens. They're very careful not to come down here. They're very smart. Dragons, unicorns, they exist in other dimensions. You think somebody just made it up in their mind's eye and ran with it? Open up your world. Open up your memory. Tap into that hard drive. And when the universe consistently and constantly give you gifts, opportunities, moments to shift, to evolve, to remember, be awake enough that you don't miss it. Let's go into our quiet space here before we go into our telepathy test, telepathy exercise. Go into this quiet space. Do not let your mind wander. This is where we practice listening. Listen. Does a movie come up in your mind? Childhood memory? A person? A song? An animal? Whatever it is, do not judge it. Remember. Let's go into that space now. Do not open your eyes if they are closed. If you're gazing softly in front of you, go ahead and stay in that space as well. I invite you to join me in this nice, lush forest. There are mountains to the left, full of just green moss and life. The forest is to the right, full of green leaves, lots of birds and animals. There's a little stream. Can you hear the water? So lightly just trickling down. I have a crystal in my hand. I'm handing it to you. Please take it with gratitude and extending it with love. Go ahead and leave that space. And open your eyes whenever you are ready. Couple of things. Pay attention to the animals that you saw or heard. Where did you go when you left the forest? And what crystal did you see? Before I do the reveal, please put it in the comments. Did you see the color? Did you see the shape? Did you see the crystal? What happened over here? Can't see my comments. Chat. Jagged. How about over here? Color. Purple or yellow. A lapis. It is jagged. Clear quartz point, then turned into a red heart. Okay. I was laughing at you, Karina. That's so funny. Erica also saw jagged, glistening, and white. Okay. Anybody over here? Karina, you aren't wrong about the jagged. All right. I'm going to go ahead and do the reveal. It was a rough angelite. So the blue, it is blue, just not as dark as a lapis. It's the angelite, which I love. Very jagged. So I don't know if anybody saw or heard jagged.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah,
beautiful.
I love this one. I love angelite.
That's so pretty.
Yeah,
Yes, saw jagged, but I couldn't get the color, and you were laughing at me like you're like, you got this. You got
yeah,
this.
you
Stop
got
it.
this. Yeah. It was angelite. Yeah, you got the jagged though. It's definitely jagged. And I was like, yeah, jagged for sure. Because you could have been like, because I have other like rough tumbles that aren't like jagged. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't describe this as like jagged, but this one definitely is. You know what I mean? Because it has like a lot of those points are like the rough ones. You saw a giraffe and lots of trees. Giraffes are tall. And I know this from watching Love on the Spectrum, but giraffes are the tallest animals that exist. And I was like, okay, good to know. That's the second time a giraffe is like being, I'm going to go look to see what the spiritual meaning of a giraffe is because the fact that that was brought up and then now you saw a giraffe. So, see, things like that, I don't take lightly. I'm like, huh, how come he was talking about a giraffe and now this girl's talking about a giraffe? So now I'm going to go look up what a giraffe means and what the spiritual meaning of that is, right? So, a leopard. Marianne saw a leopard. I saw a squirrel. I saw a squirrel And then I saw this one bird. I'm gonna have to see what I've been seeing a lot of little birds. Like I did see a sparrow and I looked it up and it resonated. I don't know what kind of bird it is. I have a client that's been bird watching, so I'm actually gonna send her a picture or ask her because if I look up a picture, obviously I'll probably tell me what the bird is. But it's the one that's got the orange. It's got the little bit, it's one of those little birds that's got the orange on his chest, but that's the bird that I was seeing. So I'm gonna have to like see like what that bird was. Yeah, Blanca, I'll let you know. What is the giraffe, right? So, all right, guys, I'm gonna stay on TikTok for a little bit, and for the Zoomers, I will see you mañana. Bye, guys. Love you.
Thank you. Love you.
I'll see you tomorrow.